name is Albert Sody. I got a buck story for you. In fact, I guarantee right now, you ain't gonna believe it. You're gonna walk out here saying, I didn't believe a word Demo you said. Won't blame me if you do. I didn't believe it either, and I was there. Sure as I'm standing here. That is, if you're sure I'm standing here. Well, that's pretty much what this story's all about anyway. Ah, holy wah, what am I thinking, eh? Talk about putting your cart before your horse. Well, those of you that got a pint, now's the time to pull it out. Those of you that ain't got no whiskey, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves for traveling light. A man without a drink in his hand is a man on his way to get a drink. If he ain't on his way to get a drink, then he must be from the DNR. That's Department of Natural Resources. Don't get me started on that. Wow. Alrighty then. The tale I'm about to tell starts in November of '89 in the Sody Deer Camp, located just north of Escanaba, Michigan. That's in the Upper Peninsula, for those of you that don't know nothing. How many of you have ever been to the UP? When I say UP, I don't mean Mackinac Island. I'm talking your big bays, your Michigamis, your Ontonaggans. How many here ever set foot in Ontonaggin? Ah, Jesus Christ. I'm swimming on a frozen pond. Alrighty then. For those of you that don't know much about the Superior State, there's a few things that need to be explained. First thing is, in the UP, we don't explain nothing. It's not that we're unfriendly by nature, no, it's just that, well, if you wanted company, we'd let you build the bridge a lot sooner. You should also know that we think of those of you that live below the Big Mac Bridge as trolls. Yeah, lopers, flatlanders, apple knockers, and my personal favorite, fudge suckers. How many of you flatland and apple knocking fudge sucking trolls ever ate a pasty? Sir, I said pasties, not pasties. James. Jesus, gross. Pasty is a delicious meat pie made of meat, potato, rutabaga, and lard. If you're lucky enough to meet a girl who can make a good pasty pie, well, grab her hand and take her to camp. That's what I did. Lovely Finnish gal by the name of Big Betty Baloo. God rest her soul. Not only could she make the best pasties in town, she was also the only girl in Escanaba to own a toothbrush. Unfortunately, she only used it to comb her eyebrows. Don't get me started on that. You should also know that the UP has some of the best hunting and fishing in the whole world. Trout streams as clear as glass, where the rainbows jump right out of the water and onto your hook. Bears, oh, we got them. Tall as Norway pines. Wolf, moose, beaver, fox, rabbit, quail, wild turkey, and of course, the bucks. Holy wad, we got bucks. Big as Buicks. Racks that stretch across the straits. Why, you could slice the venison off of just one Superior State buck and feel the whole state of Wisconsin. But before you jump in your Winnebagos and drive up north, there's a part of the UP you need to really understand. A part that only the Indians. Don't get me started on them. My oldest boy married one, full-blooded Ojibwa. She goes by the name of Wolf Moondance. Strange gal, to say the least. There I go again, getting way ahead of myself. Great-grandpa Alphonse always used to say, if you don't know where to start, go back to the beginning. Well, from the loins of our union, Big Betty Baloo bore two boys, Reuben and Remnock. Now, I'll tell you right up front, they ain't the sharpest tools in the shed. Many's the time I thought to myself, Albert, you should have raised hogs. At least then you'd have had ham. Hello!
Is this the Sody Deer Camp?
Well, you found her.
The world famous Sody Deer Camp?
The one to save.
And is that Albert Sody sweet sap whiskey over there I see?
You might be so lucky.
Oh, I better have me a snort,
And
eh?
if you know it's good for you. Reuben hadn't missed opening day in over 30 years. He loved hunting, couldn't get enough of it. But all those years in deer camp, there was one problem. Reuben was still waiting to bag his first buck. He is, as we say in the UP, without venison. Which ain't a big deal if you're just another orange-clad ear-flapping fudge sucker hopping up the bridge. But if you're a sody to go that late in life without hanging a single buck on the buck pole, you might as well have a streak of yellow run right down the middle of your back.
A little heavy on the sap.
A little heavy on the what?
On the sap. A little heavy on the sap.
What are you talking about, a little heavy on the sap? The sap's what makes it.
Yeah, well, that may be, but if I didn't know any better, I'd say I just drank from a bottle of maple syrup.
Give me the damn jar back.
All I said was that it was a little heavy on the sap.
Give me the damn jar back, I say.
Well, don't go off now.
If you don't like it, be man enough to say so. A man that can't look another man in the hairy eyeball and tell him he's a little heavy on the sap, it's not much of a man.
All I said was last year's batch weren't so sappy.
Well, maybe it'd be better if I took the sap out altogether then. Would that make you happy?
Well, I wouldn't take Aunt Jemima every time I took a snort, I can tell you that.
I ain't about to do it. So put that in your pipe and stick it up your ass.
Well, maybe I will.
Go ahead then.
All righty then.
All righty then.
Jesus.
And as you can probably see for yourselves, that year camp was about as tense as a moose's butt during fly season. Rebnar didn't help.
Hello!
Hello!
Is this the Sody Deer Camp?
Yep, Founder.
The world famous Sody Deer Camp?
The one and the same.
And is that a kind of Albert Sody's sweet sap whiskey I see?
It might be so
You like
lucky.
pancakes?
Oh, a little heavy on the sap.
That's what makes
Where
it.
you been? You're late. You was supposed to be here at 6, eh?
I had to stop by the porcelain bus. Pick up the beer. Thank you very much.
Oh, what'd you have to do? Brew it yourself?
It was ladies' night.
Jesus
Don't
Christ.
tell me Joe Barry's sister was there.
Hey, for your information, she came up to me, eh? I
Remnar!
had to fight her off.
I thought you were supposed to steer clear of her.
Hey, did you want the beer or not?
No, I don't want
Court
the beer.
orders,
Take it back.
Remnar.
Well, I ain't in court, am I?
You know, she'll stick the police on you, just like last time.
They was claimed as gay, eh?
Oh, I don't want to hear this.
Well, they put all the guys on one end of the bar, and all the girls on the other. And they give each guy a cue stick off at the pool table there. And the fella sticks it down between his legs, like this, with the tip pointing out.
I get the picture, eh?
And then the girl takes a roll of toilet paper, and she sticks it down between her legs, like this. Then they get about 20 feet apart. Everybody puts their hands on their head. And on the count of 3, they put on the Bee Gees, and we all start dancing towards each other. Oh, come on, eh? First couple of shots that you stick in the joint roll gets a free case of lining. Thank you very much.
She's married, Remnar. She filed a restraining order.
I know. Couldn't help myself, eh? The girl's got lips like a sturgeon.
Water head looks like a sturgeon.
Oh, that wasn't all, Pop. You should have seen her. I thought I was looking at an angel. Long brown hair, hawk nose, hands like a logger. Huh. This girl could split wood.
Your mother could split wood.
Oh, did you bring the pasties? Tell me you brought the pasties.
We're gonna eat like kings, eh?
You know me. You know how I am.
Don't remind us.
I am a creature of habit. If things ain't just so,
Things won't work out.
That's right. Now, tell me again you brought the pasties.
I took care of it, eh?
Beautiful. Is this heaven or is this heaven, eh?
This is heaven.
I think I look forward to opening day of deer season more than any other day of the year.
Who doesn't, eh?
It's like Christmas with guns. Yeah, you feeling lucky this year, Pop?
Some of us don't need luck.
Well, I don't mind telling you, I'm feeling real lucky.
Pass some of it over this way, eh?
I was just driving up to camp, right? I swear to God, I had one of those things.
One of those things.
Yeah, one of those things you get when you're driving. What do you call them?
Blackouts?
No! One of those things that flash across your mind. Like a dream, only you're not sleeping.
A vision?
A vision! Right! I had a vision. A big vision. In fact, it was so big, I think it was a sign.
How much beer are you drunk tonight?
I was just going down the road, right? Thinking about what scope to use, what socks to wear, how much beer to take, you know?
The essentials.
Right. When all of a sudden, holy wow, right there in front of me was a 50-point buck.
A 50-point buck?
50
no
pointer.
such
I was
thing
pulling
as
my
a
truck up the
50-point
road. It
buck.
was so real. And the thing was, he didn't go away. I kept seeing him and seeing him and seeing him.
And you're still driving this whole time.
Do not believe I was, no. Somebody had their hands on the wheel, but I cannot say for sure day was mine.
Holy wow!
Holy Wah is right. All I kept seeing was this monster buck in my mind.
Your mind is right.
So, I imagine myself bringing up my 30-30. I get him right in my crosshairs. Still, he don't move a muscle. He's facing me straight up, eh? I can't get the good shot. So I whisper to him, "Turn around, big boy. Let me see you from the side." And sure enough, he turns for me. And he stands there, tall and proud like the trophy that he is. And that's when he spoke to me. He spoke.
A talking buck.
"Take me, Remnar! Take me now!" So I bring up my 30-30, cock back the hammer, and blew him off the face of the earth! I tell you, Reuben, it was as real as you.
Yeah, well, I wish I'd been the one that's seen it.
Be the only buck you see this year.
Ah, stick a sock in it. You're just jealous because I kicked your butt last year.
You didn't kick my butt.
My 12-pointer, your little 4.4 corn? I'd say that's a butt kicking in anybody's book. Is that a butt kicking, Reuben?
That's a butt kicking.
For your information, I took the 4-corn and passed on a 20-pointer.
20-pointer?
I did have a clear shot, yeah, that's right. You can't make a clean kill, you don't make the kill.
If you ain't gonna pull the trigger, Pop, at least snap a picture. Then we have something for the scrapbook.
Hey, don't forget who you're talking to.
Oh, here we
I shot
go.
the biggest buck of anybody in this room.
Remnar, leave
When
him
was
alone.
that, eh?
November 15, 1961, when the bucks was as
Thick as
thick as
mosquitoes.
mosquitoes, that's right.
Buck with wings. I'd like to see that.
18 points, 15-inch tines, 26-inch spread. With a weight of 285 pounds. Don't you forget it.
Are you sure you didn't shoot a cow?
Would have been a state record, you think. Felt like reporting it.
Well, it wasn't. Because you didn't.
The hell it wasn't.
You didn't report it, eh? You don't report it, it ain't a state record.
I don't believe in state
Oh,
records.
you don't believe in state records?
I don't believe in anything managed by the goddamn DNR.
They ain't even managed by the DNR.
The hell they ain't?
Reuben, what's the name of that whatchamajigger? The state's big gamekeeping agency down in, Lansing.
CBM.
The CBM, right. The CBM, Pop, it stands for... What's it stand for?
Commemorative Bucks of Michigan.
Commemorative Bucks of Michigan. You've got to report it to the Commemorative Bucks of Michigan, Pop.
There's only one record that counts, and that's right here.
Here we go.
Listen, when your great-grandpa Alphonse tagged the Sony Ridge buck back in 1922, do you think he called the state? Hell no.
He'd probably have the state record now if he had.
He come back to camp, pulled out the Sony camp log, and wrote it down for all posterior.
Right to
Oh, look at that. 1922. 28 points. 33 3/4 inch. Dressed at an estimated weight of 354 pounds. Yeah, boys, that's not a state record. That's a world record.
Well, how do you know what's in there's on the up and up, eh? Anybody could have wrote anything.
'Cause it's sacred. If it's in dare, it's the truth.
Well, hope someone's got a pencil handy, because when I come down from the ridge tomorrow, there's going to be a new Sody record holder.
You're hunting the ridge tomorrow?
Does the bear shit standing up?
I hate to tell you, they ain't on the ridge this year.
Oh, they ain't up on the ridge this year.
Not this year, no.
The big ones are up on the ridge this year, Pop. Trust me.
They are?
Oh, trophies. I see the tracks.
How big?
Big. And you know what they say. Big bucks and big tracks. Store that away for a rainy day.
Big bucks make big tracks.
You mind if I hunt it with you?
What?
The ridge. I was thinking, you know, maybe we could hunt it together.
What do you mean?
The two of us, you know?
I don't think so.
Why not?
Why not? Because I always hunt alone. That's why not.
Well, I don't mean side by side. I take one end of the ridge and you take the other.
That's no good, because before you know it, we'd be shooting each other.
The ridge is 5 miles long.
I know that very much, and I plan on hunting every inch of it. Tell you what you should do, eh? If I was you, I'd hunt the swamp.
The swamp.
No, he can't hunt the swamp.
Why can't he hunt the swamp?
I'm hunting the swamp.
The whole swamp?
Yeah, the whole swamp. You can't hunt the whole swamp, Pop.
You're hunting the whole ridge?
Yeah, well, that's how I hunt.
Well, that's how
Well,
I
you
hunt.
can't hunt the ridge.
Why
so
can't
you
I?
hunt the
I
swamp.
can hunt
Wait a
the
minute, wait a minute!
If you're up on the ridge and Papa's down at the swamp, where the heck am I supposed to hunt?
How about out by the road?
Out by what road?
M35.
M35? That's a state highway.
Dear love the highway.
I hit one just last week.
I'm not gonna hunt a highway. It's a highway.
Are you sure? I think you're missing an opportunity here. In fact, I might get to go out there myself, depending on how my luck goes up on the ridge.
Well, not if I get there first.
Oh, I thought you was in the swamp.
Well, it depends on how things go.
Well,
I mean,
I'm
it's
not
just
saying
gonna
you can't
be pretty good.
out there right now.
You want me to set up a blind on the shoulder of M35 and wait for the next 10-pointer who tries to cross in traffic?
I think you're getting the plumb spot, I really do. Don't you, Pop?
Well, position A.
I see. Set the blind man here!
What's that for?
Stick it in! Stick the knife in my back and while you're at it, give it a good twist!
Won't that hurt more?
What the hell are you doing? Need a knife.
Doesn't want to do it with the knife, doesn't want to do it with the knife, then here! Dust me! Go ahead! Right in the back!
Put that gun down around there.
I ain't got it up.
Get a hold of yourself. Nobody's gonna dust nobody unless I say so. What the hell's gotten into you?
I expect it from everyone else, but my own flesh and blood?
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, you're both scared to death. If I hunt anywhere near you tomorrow, you won't even see a buck.
That ain't true.
Oh, is that right? I want you to both look me in the hairy eyeball and tell me you don't think I'm cursed. Go ahead, tell me.
I don't think you're cursed. Ragnar?
Holy Mother Mary, God, Father, Son, Holy as Ghost.
Ragnar!
I'm warding off evil spirits.
We're not Catholic.
Bug McGinnis gave it to me.
Oh, my
No, God, keep up your bugs.
Oh, now you listen to me, and you listen good. No boy of mine's gonna walk around this camp thinking he's cursed. Now, I'll admit that I might be guilty of thinking that my luck would be better if I knew you was somewhere else. But that's no way to treat one of your own. At least some of your own. let you hunt the swamp with me. Or, if you'd rather try your luck up on the ridge, I'm sure your brother would be happy to set you up in his lucky blind. Ain't that right, Remnar? Remnar?
God, fine, we can hunt the bridge.
I, for one, take your problems more along the lines that you're just a shitty shot.
A shitty shot?
Son, you couldn't hit a house if you was standing in it. And his great-grandpa Alphonse always used to say, all good things come to those who shoot straight. Besides, something tells me this will be your year.
You say that every year, and every year I come up empty.
I ain't gonna get it done taking like that. You gotta believe for it to happen. For it to happen. That's the first rule of hunting.
Well, now you sound like my wife. The other night I was up walking the floors when she come downstairs and said, why do you walk so far and travel so short a distance? And I said, Wolfmoon Dance, will you still love me if I come back without a buck? And she said, I will always love you, bear with 3 legs.
Bear with what?
Bear with 3 legs. It's the Indian name she gave me. It means you know that I've got
Oh, no, I know what you mean.
At least you can be proud of something.
She said, if it's a buck you want, I will make it so. Oh, she's so funny. What those Ojibwas.
You said a mouthful there.
Whoa, was that a can of worms I hear opening?
Oh, they believe in some pretty strange things. Sometimes they believe in things so hard they come true. Or they seem to, at least to them.
Do you really believe everything in here is true?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the Sodi Bible.
Do you know what happened in 1969?
I don't believe I do, no.
That was the year Uncle Alvin got his first buck. Do you know how old Uncle Alvin was when he got his first buck? He was 35. And aside from being the family idiot, and I don't think anybody here will disagree with me there.
Looney Tunes.
According to this, Alvin shot himself a 6-pointer, which happened to be sniffing around the back of the 2-holder at a time when Alvin happened to be in it, which made him, at the embarrassing late age of 35, the oldest Sodi in the history of the Sodis to bag a buck. Signed his brother, Albert Sodi. How old am I, Pop? Pop!
35.
Holy wah!
That means if I come up empty this year, I become the oldest Sodi in the history of the Sodis, never to bag a buck!
Yeah, there it was, staring us right into a hairy eyeball. We sat there trying to figure a way to keep Reuben from winding up on the wrong end of the record books. Well, that's the crazy thing about hunting. You can plan and plan and plan. And at the end of the day, it's just out of your hands. And in November of '89, it was out of our hands more than we knew.
Holy wah!
What was that?
Was that
That was a light!
a light? Was that a light?
Might have been a sight.
A sighting!
A sight! We see the sight, Pop!
I'll get one this year.
Y'all need to know about the UFOs. Oh, no, they exist up here, they do. You spend any time at all in the UP, eventually you'll all see one too. I see my first back in '65. By the Bark River there, oh yeah, just speeding silver streak of light come flying across the sky. Then another right behind it. 3 of them right in a row. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I couldn't believe my eyes. Oh, yeah. Bob McGinnis, he claims to see a silver white dish come over the trees, just settle right above his boathouse. Over in there, right above him. He thought for sure they was going to take him away. If you knew Bob at all, you'd understand why they passed. The Jimmer, now, Jimmer's a whole other story altogether. Jimmer Nagamini from Menominee, he claims to see the same Hoover and White dish a few years ago. Except they didn't pass on to Jimmer, no. He was abducted. It's true. Disappeared for a whole weekend. Brought him back the following Monday. Well, there were a few things about the Jimmer that were hard to ignore. First off, he could drink like a fish. Then there was the way he talked. It was different. Very different.
His what? Shook a what?
His shit?
What's wrong, Jimmer?
Jimmer's Chevy. Right.
Jimmer, where's your Chevy? Boomity what?
Quick, give me a beer.
Incoming.
Show beers!
He wants a cold beer.
It is cold.
Shoulder!
Colder.
Colder.
There's an ice cold cooler of Leinenkugels in the back of my truck. Go, go.
Cold beer. Cold beer.
Calm down, eh? Boomity, boomity, boom. I know.
I've never seen him like this.
It's like he's seen a ghost or something. You didn't see a ghost, did you, Jimmer? Your Chevy's good shit. Right, I know, Jimmer.
Reuben!
I'm coming. Here it is, Jimmer. Ice cold beer. Just how you like it, eh?
Boomity boom!
Boomity boom?
The shotgun. He wants the shotgun.
Holy the shotgun, Jimmer?
All right, you hold tight, Jimmer. I'm going to give you the shotgun.
Just make sure he's got a clear passage there, eh?
Oh, like looking down the shaft of a mine.
You ready, Jimmer?
Call it out, Pop.
Ready? Aim! Fire!
There you go.
Yeah, boy.
Take it all down.
There you go. That better? You feel better now?
With a whiskey chaser!
With a whiskey chaser.
A whiskey chaser. The Jimmer wants a whiskey chaser.
The sweet saps out on the porch.
Out on the board.
On the porch.
The Jimmer had become a living legend. Not because he'd been abducted, being 2 or 3 of those a year. It was his capacity for drinking that spread through all the water holes of the UP.
Yums!
The regulars up to the porcelain bust, they compare him to the late, great Hymo Hyman in Copper Harbor, known amongst the Indians as the Great White Stomach. Now, Hymo made a nice living drinking any and all things put in front of him, including that fateful bucket of week-old wastewater from the village of a Scandinavian oil barge. God rest his soul. Well, Jimmer Nagamini from Menominee is cut from the same piece of cloth.
This is my son! It's so happy! I see you for someone over my son's.
Jimmer, where's your car?
He should seek.
We know that, eh? Where'd you leave it? Out on 35?
I live here on the roost.
What road? The road into camp?
The camp roost.
To Camp Road.
Hey, Jimmer, how about we jump on the snowcat, see if we can get her started, eh?
Oh, I don't say so.
Why not?
Burst into change.
What?
Burst into change.
Change?
Change.
Ah, flames!
Flames!
Burst into flames! Right.
You mean you set your Chevy on fire?
You should be saying a circle shire.
What the hell is he
The
talking
Chevy
about?
set itself on fire?
It burst into change.
Calm down. Just calm down, eh?
I was just sitting there, Jay, just driving myself up to Sam's, when all of a sudden, my Chevy shook his shit. Just stopped right in this circus and shook his shit. So I get out my Chevy, I get your kisses, and next thing I know, shaboom! My Chevy burst into Sam's. So I reached in the back seat. I grabbed my 76250, my seatbelt back, said my sissy beer sissy, and all of a sudden, the motor starts up and seals itself in my ears. I was scared from life, sissy. So I raised my 76250, and I started shooting.
Let's back up a second. You say you were just driving along, minding your own business, when all of a sudden, your Chevy takes a shit. You get out to take a look, and when you do, kaboom! Your Chevy bursts into flames. While it's in flames, you grab your rifle and your sleeping bag and whatever else you had.
Sandwiches and beers,
Sandwiches and beers, right. You grab those out of the back seat there, and while your car's still on fire, the engine starts up again. Am I right so far?
So far,
And that's when you started shooting your Chevy.
my Chevy,
Your Remington 250, right?
Jesus crumbs.
What's the matter, eh?
Well, I'm sorry to report that this year's batch of Albert Sody's sweet sap whiskey is nothing but pure, unfiltered, right out of the tree sap.
The whole batch?
All it's missing is the pancakes and the butter.
Mr. Shoney, does that mean?
I'm afraid so, Jimmer. It looks like we're in deer camp without whiskey.
Holy moly!
If I didn't know any better, I'd say this camp was Holy Mother, Mary is God, Father, Son, Holy is Ghost.
And if we had an ounce of sense amongst us, we'd have packed up our guns and drove back to Escanaba as fast as we could. The strangeness surrounded the Jimmers of Hala is reason enough. But when the best homemade whiskey to ever come out of the backwoods of the UP curdled like milk right under our noses, just like great-grand Bellefonts always used to say, if you're looking back at the things you missed, you won't know what hit you.
Who wants a pasty?
Trouble was,
Shasties?
Hey, Reuben, where'd you put the pasties?
we was about to get hit head on.
The what?
The pasties. Ain't got no sweet sap, but we got pasties, right, Jimmer?
I got sweet sap, very Chevy.
Yeah, so where they at, eh?
The pasties?
Yeah, you did bring them, didn't you? I was in charge of the beer, you was in charge of bringing
The
the
food is
pasties.
here.
Where? I don't see it.
It's in camp.
Where in camp?
Out there. In them boxes.
Oh, there it is. Huh. Holy wow. For a second there, I thought you forgot the pasties altogether.
Shasties.
Coming right up, Jimmer. Hey, you want a pasty pie?
Oh, I'll have a pie.
Big brother? Of course you do. Pasties all around. Reuben, get over to that stove and fill this camp with the sweet smell of the greatest meat pies ever made.
We ain't having pasties this year.
We ain't what?
We're gonna eat something different for a change.
Not at deer camp, we're not.
Oh, we have to have pasties.
Well, you know, I thought it might change our luck if we ate something else.
Change whose luck? My luck is just fine the way it is, thank you very much.
Speak for yourself, eh?
Oh, I do believe I was, eh?
No Shasties?
Wouldn't be Sody Deer Camp without pasties.
Let me remind you that pasties have been their traditional meal of choice since great-grandpa Alphonse first built this camp.
You can't go stopping the Sody tradition dead in its tracks.
That's like
That's like breaking one of the laws of nature.
Change is good.
no, change is not good. Change is what you do when things aren't working.
Look, Reuben, we know you're going through a tough time. But not having pasties, well, that can only stir up trouble with a capital T.
I'm already in trouble with the capital T, Pop.
Reuben, listen to me. Are you listening to me? This is very important, what I'm about to say to you. What? We've known each other since we was kids, right?
We're brothers, Remnar.
Just hear me out. You know how I can be a little superstitious. Hey! Any change, big or small, in my deer camp ritual directly affects the odds of me bagging that big buck. Every year on opening day, I get up at the same time. I go to the same blind, I weigh the same route, with the same gun, with the same Spam and mayonnaise on bunny bread sandwich. Even down to the shirt on my back. I have worn this same shirt every opening day since the age of 9. Does it fit? No. Does it keep me warm? No. Does it smell? Most definitely. But does it guarantee the big buck for yours truly? You betcha. Do you know why? Because it is part of Remnar Sodi's deer camp ritual. A ritual that includes eating pasties.
You want to know what happens every time I eat pasties at deer camp? Nothing. For more than 30 years, I've been eating pasties. 3 decades of meat, potatoes, rutabagas, and lard. Every year, going to the same blind, waiting for first flight. And the only sound I hear is the sound of myself farting like a tuba tobacco.
Pasties is a Sodi tradition, eh?
I know that very much, eh? But what do I got to show for all the rituals and traditions around here, eh? What is all this sacred Sodi carrying on done for me? When I walk the streets of Escanaba, I hear the talk. They think I don't, but they forget I got ears on both sides of my head. Whispering as I go by. There goes the Mother Teresa of deer hunting. Look, Mommy, it's Bambi's best friend. The one that hurts the most. The one that cuts right to the bone. There goes the buckless youper. But it's more than that, you see. I got a vision too, Remnar. A big one. I see myself walking through the door of my own house, dragging a 10-pointer by the horns. And my wife looks up to me, and I say to her, "Put on the lard and onions, honey. I'm gonna gut you a buck." And then she throws her arms around me and hugs me and kisses me, and I am happy at last knowing that I, Reuben Sodi, have finally put the meat on my family's table. That's why I'm asking you. No. I'm begging you. Can we please break with tradition just this once? So that maybe, just maybe, my dream will come true?
I'll give it a go for you, Reuben. Jimmer? Remnar? You're a deer in my headlights, Remnar. Get yourself.
All right, no pasties.
You mean it?
For this year only.
Thank you, Remnar. Thank you very much. I'm sorry. I promise.
You just bagged that buck, Reuben.
Oh, I will, Pop. I can feel it. Maybe I'll even bag me a state record, eh?
You see anything with horns, you fire away, okay? Yeah.
Serving this? Since you're not serving this justice, I sure as heck hope you're serving the slapjackies. I can eat slapjackies every day of the week.
I know you could, Jimmer, but...
No,
With spam.
With spam.
How about flapjack with spam?
Oh,
Spam for me, thank you. Kraft macaroni and cheese.
No flapjacks, no macaroni and cheese, and no spam.
What?
Boys, not only are you gonna eat like kings, but that 20 bucks you were gonna throw into Kitty for pasties, keep it. I'm about to feed the whole camp all week for absolutely free.
Free?
Boobity boo.
Don't sound bad to me.
Oh, you betcha.
Great-Grandpa Alphonse was always fond of saying anything free is worth saving your money for. But I think he might have coughed up a coin or two. He'd have seen what was on Reuben's menu.
Little over a month ago, I was sitting down to supper when Wolf Moon Dance comes out of the kitchen and says, "Here, drink this." But I didn't know what the heck it was, so I said, "What the heck is this?" And she said, "There's more to bagging a buck than just shooting a gun."
No shit, Cheyenne.
Boobity boo.
She said before every hunt, the Ojibwas would prepare a special recipe that would give the hunters good luck. They believe that before the hunter can enter the woods, first he has to have the right era around him.
The right what?
Era.
What's an era?
It's the air around ya.
Do we all have an arrow?
Oh yeah. Well, at least you're supposed to.
I can feel my Irish.
That's good, Jimmer.
Well, how do you know when the air around you is your era?
Your air is your era.
Is my era my air?
Just do the ritual, Remnar.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't tell me we gotta strip down to our skivvies and dance around the table
No, you
like
don't
last
have
Thanksgiving.
to.
Nope.
Because I ain't gonna do it. No.
No offense to that right here, but that's what I gotta do to get a piece of turkey to your place. I'll see you at Christmas.
You don't have to do any of that.
No dancing around the table.
No dancing with the
No. Thank God.
Thank you very much for that.
All you gotta do is drink this potion.
This what?
Wolf Moon Dance made enough to last the whole camp all week,
Like a magic potion?
according to her.
It's tasty.
Oh, it's definitely got a taste to it, no doubt about that.
What the heck are we supposed to eat?
We don't need nothing else. It's very fitting. One glass 3 times a day, and your arrow will be so strong. Instead of you hunting the buck will be hunting you.
Reuben, what are these little chunky things floating in it?
Protein. Just chunks of protein.
How about a swoosh?
Yeah, a toast. I'll do it. May all the stars align.
Oh, wait
So
a
that
minute.
50-pointer that was
There
in
you
my
go,
safe
sing it.
I
keep telling you that. You're
back
down
into
to
my
Remnar!
What? What is it?
I have to do a little
Oh,
ting.
you have to do a little thing.
Yeah!
What kind of little thing you gotta do, Reuben?
An incantation.
A what?
It's what the Ojibwas say right before they drink the potion. I'll nod when it's your turn to join in. Jim, here, please. North, south, east, and I'll be west.
Oh, yeah, you be west.
Shh. Gitchimani do. Not a mo, not a mo, not a motion, not a wadenge. Garise, awashke, awashke, awashke. Miki wenen, mino ja wenda, gusi gusi juguse. Sada o mashkus, binasa nan. Not a mo, not a mo, not a mo, not a motion, not a wadenge. Garise, awashke. Ho! Meg wedge. Aho! 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 Aho!
That ain't that bad, actually, Tom. No.
Got a kick, well, I'll say that. Hey, what proof is this, Reuben?
Oh, sorry to say, there's not a drop of alcohol in it.
Well, ain't no pasty pie, but tell you what, I could drink me a few of these without looking up and saying hello. Just what that what's the years got in here, anyways?
Well, like I said, it's a magic potion that goes back generations.
Yeah, but what's in it? I might want to steal the recipe.
You and me potion.
Well, okay. Fill a large bucket with fresh cow's milk.
There's a milkshake taste right there.
Yep.
Blend 1 ounce each of parsley, ginger, and caraway seeds with 8 ounces of sap from a mature maple.
I thought I tasted the sweet sap.
Add barley and yeast.
Yeast.
You gotta have yeast.
6 ounces of blackberry juice and honey.
Oh, I love it, Sister Blackberries.
Next, take 12 large earthworms baked on a shovel, the gizzard of a red squirrel, 4 ounces of strained mule tail sweat, 100 finely crushed black flies, a pinch of dirt bomb surrounded a buck rub, and the dried and powdered left testicle of a fully grown moose. Chill and serve. But Dad just breaks the spell. Now we gotta protect ourselves from the evil spirits.
Oh, Jesus crumbs, there's more.
Oh yeah.
A moose testicle?
Wolf Moon Dance says for every tree in the forest, there's a spirit. Some are good, some are evil. According to the Ojibwas, this lets the good spirits in and keeps the bad spirits out.
Hi. This smells like porcupine piss.
It is.
You want us to drink this too?
Oh,
No. They just splash it on, you know? Like so. Not only does it protect you from the evil spirits, but when it comes to the bucks, it's aphrodisiac.
Afro what?
Aphrodisiac. She said her father went out last year, covered himself from head to toe with piss, and 15 minutes later, he was surrounded by hundreds of bucks.
Hundreds of buckets.
Hundreds of bucks, that's right. She said, if you can stand the stink, they'll walk right up to you and introduce themselves.
How does a man go about extracting a jar of pisses from a porcupine that's released?
Well, first thing you gotta do is catch one, which I did about a month back. Nice 30-pounder.
Oh, that's a nice size groupie.
Real good size, you're right there, Jimmer.
I can't believe I drank a moose testicle.
You're lucky. I think it was one of those chunks I chewed.
You didn't grab me some pisses?
Oh no, snuck up behind him, drew a blanket over the top of him, and just took him home.
All right, first Jack.
No stickers? No stickers. Stickers. Whew. Whew is right. So, I took him home, put him in this cage out back that I made special. Had a little wire floor over top of pan underneath. Sure. Then I spent that whole entire next week making that quill pig drink all the water that he could stand. Come Saturday, that pan was overflowing.
Reuben!
Then it was just a matter of pouring some of the piss into my spare pickle jars, letting them sit out in the sun for a day or two just so they could ripen up.
Reuben!
What?
Between your moose bowl milkshakes and your pickle jars full of porcupine piss, I think you got us covered, eh?
I was just trying to explain to the Jimmer here what
Let me ask you this. Is there a magic potion for dealing out loner hands? Because that would be helpful.
That'd be your only hope.
Hey, I was talking to my partner, thank you very much.
Well, Jimmer, as usual, take no prisoners!
You just remember, if someone makes a trumps, or just try to remember what Trump is. It cost us the championship last year.
Oh, I cost us the championship?
As I was saying, if someone makes a Cubs, you just remember it's Cubs all the way through the hand.
What cost us
Diamond,
the championship
it's
was when
diamonds,
somebody,
hearts,
I won't
hearts,
mention, called for a
spades,
loner hand
spades.
and got
You
euchre
see
and
how it
tricks.
works?
That's what cost us the
Paradise,
championship.
Jimmer!
I didn't get to see this person.
I was too suited with the ace high.
Too suited with the ace high is not a loner hand. And you wonder why you never win.
Oh, I know why. I'm looking at why.
Ladies!
Reuben, I swear to God.
I can't tell him.
This is
He
Rudis.
forgot he's gonna play without knowing.
I know what the rules are. Reuben, you forgot what Trump is again, haven't you? Haven't you, Reuben?
I can't finish this hand.
What do you mean you can't finish this hand?
Not you minuses and tennises.
More like twos, trees, and fours.
What are you talking about? There ain't no twos, threes, and fours in a euchre hand. Maybe when you shuffle, you pick up the wrong
No,
cards.
no, no, no.
eh?
The only decks in this camp are euchre decks. There ain't no twos, trees, and fours within 20 miles of this place. Oh, the Jimmers and Pollen catching fire is one thing. And the best homemade whiskey to ever come out of the backwoods of the UP, curdling like milk right under our noses, that's another. Oh, and the euchre cards change face right in our very own hands?
What are you staring at me for?
Look, it wasn't before, you are now.
Boys, what?
Oh, you know damn well, but I ain't gotta say it. Say it.
I want to hear you say it.
Cursed. All right, you're cursed. What the hell is that? Oh, give me some of that. That's better work.
We hid there for what seemed like forever, trying to make sense of something that made no sense at all. The Jimmer said it best.
That was the strangest thing I ever heard. And I didn't space.
Just when we thought things couldn't get any worse. Department of Natural Resources.
It's a DNR!
Go.
Hot now! Glad to see you.
Oh, holy war, you a sight for sore eyes.
Come on in, officer.
Please, call me Ranger Tom.
Ranger Tom.
Welcome to the world-famous Sody Deer Camp. I'm Reuben Sody. Right there's my pop, Albert Sody. Over there's my baby brother, Brenner Sody. And the living legend next to you there is none other than the Jimmer Nagamini from Menominee.
Shit.
set foot in these woods, but I'm quite sure I don't remember ever seeing you around.
I just got transferred up to this part of the state.
Oh yeah? From where?
Detroit.
Oh, Detroit! Gee, lovely places around here. What's down there? I don't know.
Ranger Tom, you will not believe the night that we have had.
It all started with the Jimmers Impala.
That's right. Right. Brand new 84 Impala.
Just burst into flames. No reason at all, eh?
And then the sweet sap syrup. Syrup. The sweet sap syrup.
Went sappy on us.
Oh, did the euchre deck change?
Oh, you're not going to believe this, eh?
Hold on to your hat.
He was playing euchre, eh? And right in the middle of the hand, the cards changed their numbers.
Who's treason for?
Right in front of our eyes.
Couldn't believe it.
1 minute it's jacks and aces.
Oh,
And then
and then from these voice trees.
Where's
Where's the voice?
Where's the voice?
Where's it coming from? It's coming from out there, Major Tom. It's one take over and over again. E.I. That's it, they was saying. Yeah.
Swing low, coming forward to carry me home. Right door, Jordan, and what did I see?
He sung the whole damn song! Now, he ran from the DNR, though. He was afraid to interrupt you for fear that he might take away our hunting license. But understand, that time of year, the DNR is more powerful than God. Some of them even think they are God. Well, in Ranger Tom's case,
I just saw God up on your ridge.
Oh, no, Major. You don't understand.
God,
God?
the one with the angels and...
heaven and angels and a manger.
Oh, you seen the manger?
Are you sure it wasn't a Shakespeare? Oh, he's right. It might have been a UFO.
I didn't.
The Jimmer was abducted by aliens.
That's been a whole week in the spaces.
I saw the light.
a light.
You saw a light.
We seen a light tonight.
Who afraid of banshees? Because I see a light too. Right before somebody else shoot.
I saw the light. The light you see right before you see God. I was out combing the area for irregularities. We got a lot of orange coming up over the bridge tonight. Gotta go out, show presence. But all of a sudden, it came to me. This big, round ball of light, right along the tree line, lit up the whole ridge. And right in the middle of it was this some kind of, I don't know, I couldn't tell what it was, but it held me there. I fell on my knees and started praying because it was God. It had to be God because suddenly there were words coming out of my mouth, words I'd never said before, words I didn't know the meaning of. It was as if, this is going to sound crazy, it was as if someone else were inside my body, speaking through me. I lost all sense of time, place, my place in time. I began questioning my own reason for being. My mind was racing in a never-ending stream of ceaseless, incessant contemplation, examining and re-examining the relevance of my sad excuse for a life, clinging to a deeply seated faith versus modern society's insistence that if mankind cannot explain it, it can't possibly exist. All of a sudden I realized that might be simply a reflection of the world we live in, or I live in, or the way I choose to live in this world.
I've been thinking.
And what kind of a world do I live in? If I even
What
live
with
in
all
a
that's
world?
happened?
Is this a
Oh,
world?
the sweet sap going sappy. The cards changing
If
numbers.
I'm in it.
And the voices just...
If I
The
am.
voices in the night.
Why am I in it?
And now,
For what purpose?
DNR showing up at camp.
There's no reason, no useful reason for my existence. There's no method behind whatever madness was orchestrated on my behalf and spent the time, energy, and the spiritual wherewithal to make sure that, damn it, at least this mass of flesh, blood, bone, this polluted liver of a human being, this carcass with a pulse, gets to breathe the air, drink the water, eat the food of this more than likely one and only world of worlds. Sweet chair, coming to carry me home.
Maybe Bremnar's right.
About what?
You know, maybe because of my little problem. It might be better for everyone if we all just jumped in our trucks and drove back to Escanaba.
Are you on your mind?
You know, come back next year when things aren't so weird.
If you think I just got done drinking the left testicle of a fully grown moose, and I'm gonna let you walk out of here alive, you are crazy.
Yeah, nobody leaves Sody Deer Camp unless I say so. Last time I checked, tomorrow's opening day, and we're hunting, all of us, including you, Reuben. All my friends, oh, you in the sack! Well, for all you flatlanders out there, nighttime into UP is a whole different animal altogether. There's a stillness to it, like black ice. Can't see it, can't touch it. If you're not careful, it'll wrap its arms around you and squeeze you. Until the only sound you hear is your own heart beating and your own breath breathing. Reuben would say later, he wasn't sure what it was that woke him up. Might have been a dream, or it might have been the moon coming out from behind the clouds. Or it might have been the sound of all those deer